Candy flavoring. It's what makes this taste like that, and what makes that not really taste like this. The world of candy flavoring is surprisingly confusing and kind of scary, and it's not because I'm dumb. It's because I've never sat down and thought about candy flavoring. Maybe you're like me and you just assume scientists were like, to get it into this form using some sort of science device. That's not the case, surprisingly. That is not how it works. Today I'm going to explain to you and to myself, honestly, the real ingredients used in candy, where those ingredients come from, and I'll be blind tasting random candy to see if it actually tastes like what it's supposed to be. There might be a nervous rant somewhere in here, so you'll have to just stick around for that. Let's start with what ingredients are actually used to make candy taste like the fruit it's supposed to be, and how much of that ingredient is required to be lethal for someone of my size, for education / entertainment purposes. This isn't really educational. Let's start with cherries. They're small. They kind of already taste like candy. So cherry candy is typically flavored with benzaldehyde. That's gonna be another challenge here, is pronouncing these words. This is the easiest one, and I don't even know if I'm actually saying it right. Benzaldehyde isn't as scary as it sounds. It's actually found in cherry pits, and it's considered generally safe, even by the European Union, which carries a lot more weight than being approved by the US FDA. Yes, obviously I want the government to protect me and look after me, but at the same time, do not touch my ability to buy 5 pounds of horse Gatorade. Benzaldehyde's other uses are generally pretty chill. The weirdest thing that I could find about it is that it's used to repel bees sometimes. That's pretty cute. 1/3 of a cup of it is enough to kill me. I thought because it was naturally occurring, that wouldn't be the case. I thought it'd be like a little bit more. That's not even half a cup. All right, let's move on, but keep the red theme going. Strawberry's main ingredient, or strawberry flavoring's main ingredient, is ethyl methylphenylglycidate. That's a Native American word for dumbass white boy. What the This was first made in 1905? That doesn't sound right to me. They really had the science, equipment, and technology to make something that had this name. To make matters more confusing, it's now synthesized using Darson's condensation. I haven't taken chem since middle school. I was completely unaware the water cycle started getting spin-offs. I couldn't find any super weird other uses for this chemical or ingredient, but apparently it's used to train bomb-sniffing dogs. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I don't know. Teaching a 70-pound German Shepherd that this smell that is typically in the hand of a 3-year-old is a bomb sounds like a bad idea. So to leave you with an ironic twist, this scary-ass chemical needs 1.5 cups to be lethal for someone of my size. That's not as bad as the naturally occurring benzaldehyde. Okay, I've been talking about good flavors for far too long. Let's move on to mango. Now, mango not only pisses me off because it tastes bad, but it has the gall to require a whole cocktail of ingredients to imitate it. I wish I could tell you what these ingredients are, but I cannot read them. They have Greek letters in them. One of them looks like an upside-down Half-Life logo. I'm not doing this. I hate you so much, mango. One of the main ingredients in this cocktail is used for toilet bowl cleaner, which is where it fucking belongs. Let's talk about watermelon. Watermelon candy doesn't taste like watermelon because it also is another freaking cocktail of ingredients. Okay, the main ingredients in the watermelon cocktail are isoamyl acetate and Z3-hexanol. I swear Pokemon names make more sense. Both of these ingredients can be found somewhere in plants or fruits, but when you're eating them, you're having the synthetic version because it's cheaper to put that into Sour Patch watermelon. That's boring. Let's talk about some of their interesting side uses, such as isoamyl acetate. I don't really know if I'm saying that right. Being used as paint thinner, and Porygon Z, or whatever the other one was, is released by plants to warn other plants of danger. I don't know which of these is scarier. Both of these require less than 2 cups to be lethal for me. We cannot dwell on fear, so let's move on to another fruit that is notorious for not tasting like the candy version of itself. Grapes. Grape flavoring is made with methylanthrinolite. I think that's how you say it, which funny enough is actually found in grapes, so I don't understand why they don't taste like the candy. There are literally cotton candy grapes out there. Grapes, fucking get it together. Honestly, it didn't have any weird uses. I guess even the Wikipedia page is like, this is famous for being in grape Kool-Aid. The weirdest thing I did see is that it could be used to repel birds and other animals, so they just spray it on runways. Like the plain runways, not like the... Half a cup of this is lethal. How do you like them apples? Let's talk about apples. This is another cocktail ingredient list. The main ingredient for apple flavoring, however, is ethyl butyrate, which Sounds like an elderly woman's OnlyFans name. This ingredient is naturally occurring in apples, which isn't surprising. I feel like apple candy tastes kind of like the real thing. It's not trying to be something it's not, which I can respect. For green apple flavoring, the main ingredient is ethyl 2-methyl butyrate, which really just feels like you're overcompensating for something. And just like the majority of these ingredients, a measly 1.5 cups is enough to put my fine ass in a coffin. Okay, this section is getting long, and I'm tired of pronouncing all these fake made-up sciencey ass names, so let's speed through the next few. Oranges. The main ingredient is also ethyl butyrate, but there are other ingredients in its cocktail that gives it that unique orangey taste. Bananas. The main ingredient is isoamyl acetate, although it's also used for watermelon flavoring. This is that chemical that you read about being from an extinct breed or species of bananas. Or is it a species or a breed? But regardless of that, thank you, iFunny, for educating a whole generation on that fun fact. Raspberries, yet another cocktail, but one of its main ingredients is that long ass one we started with. I'm not even gonna try to say it again. Blue raspberry. This is the one that's notorious for being not even real. So I'm not even gonna entertain the idea of explaining its stupid ingredients, but it tastes delicious. I love everything blue raspberry. And also birthday cake and cotton candy. Those aren't real. Birthday cake is okay, but cotton candy can spit on my feet and I'll still wear a shirt repping it. I'll be honest, I don't really understand how these taste different. Isn't cake, birthday cake specifically, and cotton candy just a different form of sugar? Like, cotton candy is just sponge sugar. Why does it taste specific? That's pretty much it. The rest of whatever ingredients exist in the world are just different combinations of what I've already talked about. We already know what their weird uses are. We know how much it takes to kill a man. Maybe I shouldn't say that for YouTube monetization. Okay, I kept my cool long enough. I've tried to keep my voice down so, you know, my neighbors and everyone around me doesn't get scared while I'm fucking yelling about candy, but I'm gonna get angry about candy.
All right, that's enough out of that dork. I have a lot to say on this topic, and it's gonna be kind of a stream of consciousness, so.
He's gonna edit this the best he can, but I just needed a soapbox to stand on.
Number one, cherry is one of the best flavors of candy, and if you guys disagree with that, it's because you had a bad experience with some medicine from your mama at the age of 5, but you're 27 now. How about we grow up a little bit? How about we try a sour cherry ring pop? It's the best flavor of ring pop, and you won't put it in your mouth because you had some liquid Motrin as a child? Grow up. Number two, green apple people and green apple flavor are both on par for being the scum of the earth. If you like green apple, and I have nothing to say about you. I wish you were killed. That sounds intense, but I mean it. My perfect example of this is whenever all of a sudden Skittles decided to make the green one green apple and not lime, and they changed it back because they were like, whoopsie daisy, that was the biggest fucking mistake we've ever made in our lives. And this is because Skittles has an ecosystem of citrus and berry flavors, and you put those together in your mouth, you can throw a whole bag in it, it's fine. You throw in green apple, all of a sudden your whole mouth tastes like green apple. It is an overpowering and pretty disgusting flavor overall, which is why it sucks in every grab bag. You go to the Jolly Ranchers in your office, and at the bottom of the dish, it's grape and green apple. And I'll give grape a pass. It's kind of a shitty flavor, but I'll give it a pass. Green apple is inedible. Dog shit. Citrus flavors are on top. I want that to be known. I already said cherry is one of the best ones. Banana flavor is the craziest thing I've ever heard of in my life. All right, my cat's playing with a toy real quick. 1 second. Let me know when you're done. Okay. It's weirdly important that she plays right now. I'm sorry to say. I'm introducing two cats and she needs to get her energy out, so. Hey, Pumpkin. Hi, Pumpkin Noodle. Here's a toy. Go get it. Also, want to know banana-flavored candies. I can think of banana Laffy Taffy, and that's pretty much it, but I've never met a human being who enjoys that. Who is reaching? Who is going to the store for a banana-flavored candy? Mind you, it doesn't taste like banana in the slightest. It's a whisper of what a banana tastes like. And also, it's crazy to think that... Cutting into the time here, Abby. It's also crazy to think that bubblegum flavor is pretty much just banana flavor. Like, the next time you eat a piece of bubblegum, think to yourself, this is just banana flavor. I don't know how they pulled that off. I don't know how they tricked an entire generation of people into thinking banana is not bubblegum, but it's pretty much the same exact flavor. And speaking of being lied to, the trolley gummy worm, put it on the screen. The trolley gummy worm, the blue and red one, everyone's favorite. The blue is not like blue raspberry. The blue is grape. On the back of the box, it says, or the bag, it says grape. We're all being tricked big time, dog. And also, grenadine is not cherry flavor. It is pomegranate flavor. Sometimes a little cherry mixed in, but it's mostly pomegranate. Did you know that? That's what grenadine means, because it's like a hand grenade. That's what hand grenades are based off of, the shape of a fucking pomegranate. That's pretty much it. Kind of ran out of steam there. I guess anything flavored blue is a joke, because it's a made-up flavor. Usually it's just raspberry colored blue. And I get it. I enjoy eating blue things as much as the next guy. I like eating things that in nature would kill me, because anything colorful would kill me. I love colorful candies, but at the end of the day, you're just lying to yourself when you eat blue things. Oh, my favorite flavor is blue raspberry Jolly Rancher. You enjoy a myth. You enjoy you enjoy a dream. You enjoy theater of the mind if you like blue raspberry. It means nothing. All right, back to your video. Back to your dog shit video. I got my shit off my chest. God damn.
So why do fruits in candy form not taste like fruits in fruit form? First of all, let's think about that for a second. Let's talk about that, as Rhett and Link would say. Speaking of which, according to my newly launched TikTok account bio, I am apparently Link Neal's son. It automatically did that, and I cannot change it. Did you really think they were shrinking this down into this form? You thought they were blending it up and then putting it into like a centrifuge or something to put the essence of a grape into a Skittle? How foolish of you. Fruits can't just be put into candy form because it just doesn't work like that. I don't know why. It pisses me off. I don't understand why. Personally, I'm still set on the blender thing. Like, I know the rest of the script. I know how it works, but I'm still pretty set on that working. You need to use weird ass chemicals in candy because if you use the real deal, it wouldn't taste like anything. Not because we're used to candy tasting like this, but because fruits are mostly water. And last time I checked, no one was asking for Sour Patch water flavor. I mean, people get mad when they drink LaCroix and it doesn't taste like a super mutant pear grabbing them by the throat, and I'm gonna stop right there. You also have to remember, we didn't just get here overnight. Much like Power Creep and Pokemon TCG, this happened gradually over time as each new iteration tried to outdo the previous ones. It's interesting to think about how we joke about giving a caveman a warhead candy when we've all been in that caveman shoes before. I guess they didn't wear shoes. I don't know what they wore. Flip-flops? Did they wear rainbow sandals? You weren't born and then given a warhead as a rite of passage into the modern world. Hey, welcome to the modern world. Here's what it tastes like. That did not happen. You, at one point, were introduced to something that was so jarring and horrible in your mouth. A caveman would have the same reaction as you did. Even more important than flavor, real fruit isn't used because an apple will never be as shelf stable as Z3 hexanol. It could take up to a month from the time a Skittles is manufactured to it reaching a store shelf, and possibly even longer because someone's got to buy that thing. Really unconfident with that line. I don't know why. We all know a measly apple could never last that long. And finally, scientists have learned that we just prefer it this way. If I buy an orange today and then that same kind of orange in 3 weeks, there is a high likelihood that they're not going to taste anything alike. And I'm no gambler. I'm not taking that gamble. Give me that Sunny D. Using a specific concoction of specific artificial ingredients procured in a specific way means that you will always get the same exact taste. I have a friend that works in like a flavoring factory, and the way he describes his job sounds scary as hell. I'm not surprised that like half a cup of any of this stuff will kill you. Those chemicals will kill you if you turn your back to them. Also, no one wants watered down ass candy. You might think that sucking on a grape Jolly Rancher is sensory overload and tastes kind of gross, but imagine that with half the flavor. It would be like sucking on a warm ice cube of LaCroix. What's interesting is that consumers reportedly preferred less crazy colored candy in food because of health concerns associated with food dyes. But enough of that nerd stuff. Let's see how much these candies really taste like the fruit they're supposed to be. Okay, here are candies that I got that are the flavors of what I literally just talked about. Okay, so obviously a blind taste test with these two wouldn't make sense because these are a different form. But for these two, these have specific flavors all in the same shape and probably smell too. There's no way I'm gonna know. I'm gonna close my eyes. I won't know what I'm eating, but I do want to talk about these ones first really quickly. The moment I opened this, I was hit with a freaking, it smelled like someone hit their box mod. That's how powerful the scent is. This is Sour Punch Bites Blue Raspberry. I already ate one. It's ruining how I talk. Oh, that's sour. Oh, I haven't had this in a really long time. Blue raspberry isn't real, so I don't know what you want me to say about this one. Now I'm going to try the Sour Patch Kids watermelon. This is a classic. This is a movie theater staple. So good. That tastes literally nothing like watermelon. I don't know if I like it as much as watermelon. So blue raspberry candy and watermelon candy do not taste like the real deal. 50% because It's not a real thing. The other 50% is because watermelon is just water. It's like 90% water would not translate into fruit flavor or candy flavor. So they just kind of made something up. It's weird that they made something up. And like, if I had that, I'd be like, oh, this is watermelon. But it's not. It's a fake made up thing. What I'm trying to say is that if you took 2 white cubes that had the real flavor of watermelon and then the flavor of that, whatever that watermelon flavor is, I would not think the watermelon tastes like watermelon. You'd probably say the same thing. Like if you objectively were given just like a squirt of the flavor, you would not know what it is because it would taste weird. So much of the fruit taste comes from the texture of it. Why am I getting super into this? It's just a weird thing. I should have talked about it in the video, but okay, I'm going to start with the Skittles flavors and we're going to try to see if I can get these correctly. I haven't had Skittles in a while. This one actually has lime in it. They advertised that it's lime this time. There's no more green apple, I guess. Someone's rant is now irrelevant by the end of the video. I'm not gonna cut it though. The flavor options for Skittles are orange, grape, lemon, strawberry, and now lime instead of green apple. I'm gonna close my eyes and take one. Okay, this is the flavor that I'm having. What the hell? It tastes like a Skittle. That was just strawberry, right? Like that was classic Skittle. Strawberry? It wasn't strawberry. I wish I could eat more of it, but I literally can't. That was grape? That was... That did not taste like grape. I guess I could taste it now. Okay, here's the color I'm having. I'm gonna take my time with this one. Like, I know what the flavor is, but I don't know. It's orange. No way. It was lime? That is not lime. That was orange. I mean, in my defense, a lot of the flavors are the same ingredient, just a different ratio of all the stuff. So here's our next flavor. This is really hard. This is so much harder than I thought it'd be. Strawberry. Oh, the first one I had, the grape one, tasted like iconic Skittles flavor. So I thought that'd be strawberry. I also think it's because when I eat Skittles, I'm not eating them one by one. I'm eating a whole handful of them little suckers. I know what the last two are going to be. So, I mean, that's not going to help me. I didn't look, but it's not going to help me. They all taste the same. Okay, here's our next one. That's orange. Oh, thank God. Okay, I know what the last one is, but we're gonna try it anyways and see if it really tastes like that. I honestly don't even know if I would have gotten that. Okay, Skittles taste nothing like what they're supposed to be. I got, I think, 2 of those correct, maybe. We're gonna move on to Mike and Ike. I think I've had Mike and Ike like twice in my entire life, and I loved it so much. It was so delicious. All I remember about Mike and Ike is that campaign where they like broke up and their names were scratched out. That stuff doesn't make sense to a kid. Don't try stuff like that. I was genuinely confused. Same with left Twix, right Twix. Oh my God, what a stupid. Anyways, Mike and Ike. Options are cherry, lemon, strawberry, lime, and orange. Here's our first one. Let's do it like a get ready with me. Okay. Oh, crazy texture compared to the first thing I had. Boy, what the hell, boy? Was that strawberry? Ooh, first try. Okay. I see you, Mike and Ike. I see you. That was good. Second flavor. That's lemon. So easy. Maybe because these are meant to be... Oh, I just realized there's like a little thing for me to open it. I didn't have to rip the bag apart like a caveman. Maybe because these are meant to be eaten one by one. They have like individual flavors where Skittles, they know I'm shoving that down my gullet like Patrick with the Krabby Patty. Third bite. That's orange. Ooh. It's lime. I'm getting my lime and my orange confused. They don't taste the same. It literally tasted like orange. This is number 4. This might be a repeat. I don't know. Was that cherry? Strawberry. I don't know what that was. Lemon? That was lemon? I kind of taste lemon. It's just not overly sour, so I'm confused. They all have a little bit of tang to them. I didn't like that. I didn't like that Mike nor Ike. What are you guys playing at? What's the plan here? Here we go. This one's got to be... Oh, that's cherry. That's good. That's really good. I can kind of taste the medicine, but get over yourself. It doesn't say the weird words in here, but there is red 40, so. Okay, this one is squished to high hell. The little chimpanzee I ordered off of Craigslist to do this for me. Got a little rowdy behind the camera. I don't know what that was. That was my fourth guess. I think the closest flavor to like the real deal is orange. Orange tasted the most like orange. I think in both of these scenarios, I got orange right. But other things taste like orange. Lime really tastes like orange when it comes to candy for some reason. I definitely would not make that mistake in real life. Trust me, guys, I would not make that mistake. Let's wrap up here. Let's wrap up. I like wrapping up on the couch. It feels fun. It feels a little different than standing there and standing like a freaking moron in front of a bookshelf with a bunch of stuff on it. What are you doing with your life? Really? People sit down and watch this. That's actually awesome. That's awesome. Thank you guys. That makes me hyped. I don't know if I already said it in the video, but I do not really like candy. I might have just changed my mind here. That's not good. The last time I did this taste test kind of thing, I got addicted to orange poppy. So now I hope I don't get addicted to candy because that's significantly worse for me. Some of these flavors were actually really good. Maybe I should just, instead of eat more candy, I'll eat the stuff it's based off. Like I was saying, I am not much of a candy guy. I literally cannot tell you the last time I impulsively or pulsively bought candy. Candy flavoring is a wild world of complex words and scary science things. I want to clarify though, I'm aware that just because something has a scary science name, it doesn't necessarily make it bad. It's also like super tiny amounts they're using to make it taste like this. If you drank a cup's worth of any extremely concentrated liquid, your body would not like that. It would not like that one bit. Someone died drinking water to win a Wii. Someone was in a competition to win a Wii. It was hold your Wii for a Wii, and they died from drinking too much water. So you heard it here, guys. Don't drink water. It kills you. How many people have died from drinking soda? I can't think of any. I'm also aware that certain chemicals and ingredients can have other uses like toilet bowl cleanser, and they're still safe to eat because they haven't been turned into toilet bowl cleanser yet. It was just fun to, you know, get scared about stuff. Sometimes scary things aren't as scary as they seem. What is it? We fear what we don't know. I'm afraid of my lower back because I don't know what it looks like. That's my big fear. Have fun with your candy. Just don't eat too much candy because then you have to go to the dentist, and I hate the dentist. If you are a dentist and you're watching this, leave this video. Unsubscribe. I don't want you around, okay? I don't really have anything else to say about candy. If you like this format, please let me know. I got a few comments saying they liked it last time. If you don't like this if you don't like this format, also let me know in a nice way. Before we wrap, I wanted to say a special thank you to Big Tugg for freaking out in front of a camera for this video. That was awesome. I just kind of asked him, hey, would you want to talk about a specific flavor? And then he sent me a lot of texts, and I felt like he just needed his own section to get out whatever he was dealing with. But regardless, I really appreciate it. Very funny guy. If you've not seen his videos, please check them out. They are super funny. Thank you again for being in this video. Chondle that subscribe button for weekly videos about pretty much anything. We kind of cover a lot of different things here. Check out my Instagram and now TikTok. I'm on TikTok, guys. I don't really know how to use it. It is so confusing. The last time I used TikTok was in 2019. It's now like a search engine and a shop. There's so many tabs. I don't know what I'm doing on there. That was not a really good sell. I know how to use the app. I know how to upload stuff and interact with people. So follow me on there. I'm going to be posting funny little videos. We'll try new stuff on there, basically, is what I'm saying. You can also check out the Chon store. It's newly redesigned. It's got a spanking new engine on it. No, it's got a new skin. I don't know. Fortnite skin. If I say Fortnite skin, will you check it out? Fortnite skin. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. This video was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Let me know if you liked it. Check out Big Tugg. Check out all the stuff I talked about before. Try this candy or don't. I don't know. Should I recommend people to try candy? Don't sue me for that. Thank you. Goodbye.